Thank you so much, both to MPP Morrison and MPP Bell. Many months ago, my daughter approached me and she said, "You know, Mom, the only way we're going to change things is if women, strong women, stand up for the world they believe in." And I'm just so proud to be standing here with two women who are doing exactly that and leading in our city and leading in our province. This election is really about what kind of a city we want. Do we want a city that is going to stay the same? Or do we want a city that is better, a city that is planning for growth, that is planning for the future? Are we going to keep our city in the past, or are we going to bring our city into the future? I've spent a tremendous amount of this campaign in every neighborhood in this city, and an incredible thing has happened. My heart has continued to expand. I've been filled with the stories and the hopes and the dreams of the residents in this city. And at times it's felt like an incredible burden to hear about how the rent is too high, how it takes too long to commute around this city, and it's too difficult to get home on time to have dinner with the family. I've heard parents who are concerned about their children and the safety in our city, concerned about their kids leaving the house in the morning and being safe on our city streets, but also concerned about whether or not their children have a real future in this city, or whether their children might get tangled up in crime because they feel locked out of the prosperity that so many share, but not everyone in our city shares. As my heart has expanded hearing these stories, and I've felt this burden and this privilege of running for civic office, I've become more passionate about the fact that we can change our city. We can make our city better. It's really a choice. Are we going to kick the can down the field for another 4 years? Or are we going to take ownership of our city and make it into a place that is truly inclusive of everyone? Will we embrace creativity and bold leadership and future thinking? Or will we just stick with the status quo? That's really what this election campaign is about. I think 4 years is a terrible thing to waste. We need to move this city forward. We need to embrace opportunities that we're currently missing in our city. Let's take a look at housing. Toronto has become the most expensive city in which to rent. It doesn't have to be this way. We have an opportunity to shift our focus away from building primarily luxury condos to building affordable homes that young people and residents in this city can afford. My rent-to-own program is an opportunity for the monthly rent payment to be contributed to home ownership. This would be transformative for an entire generation. This is an opportunity that a leader who believes in this city can deliver. My transit network plan is about ensuring we are building continuously the right transit infrastructure that we need in every single neighborhood of this city. It's not about a campaign slogan. It's about a real transit plan. That's even what I've called it, a real transit plan. We have an opportunity to embrace gender parity on our agencies, boards, and commissions at the city. This is something that a leader will do, and it will give us better decision-making that truly represents the interests of all of the residents in this city. The Gardiner Expressway is a really good metaphor for this campaign, because the current plan, spending $500 million in order to rebuild 1950s infrastructure, is about old ideas. My plan is about tearing it down and building a grand boulevard, unlocking land in our city and creating a real neighborhood. But also it's about sustainability, making a city that recognizes we can't pretend climate change isn't happening. We need to embrace new ideas for adapting to a changing climate and making our city more resilient. That's why I launched a Green City Plan that's all about addressing stormwater management in our city and making our city more livable as the climate changes. We can transform our city. We can embrace bold and creative ideas. It's really just a choice. And that's what this election is about. Will we stay stuck in the past? Will we continue to have a city that serves the status quo? Or will we look into the future and create a city that is safe, where everyone can afford a home, a city where we can get around with ease? We can do that, and that's what I offer this city. On October 22nd, please vote Jennifer Keesmaat for mayor. Thank you very much.